honor to invite a distinguished thinker and strategist, Dr. Arindam Chaudhuri, Honorary Advisor to Forbes Global Properties, Management Guru and Economist. Dr. Arindam Chaudhuri is our Distinguished Economic Fellow, India Real Estate Trends and Macroeconomic Strategies, a PhD in Leadership and a Harvard-Stanford Certified Longevity Science Advocate. He was the former advisor to Planning Commission of India in the areas of education and social sector. He has spoken at Harvard Business School and has trained the top leadership at Indian Army, CRPF, BSF, CISF, ITBP, Delhi Police and Civil Services. He is the author of the bestsellers Count Your Chickens Before They Hatch and Discover the Diamond in You, and a 3 times National Award winning filmmaker. I would request you all to give him a huge round of applause. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much. What a lovely, lovely gathering out here. Wow. Good afternoon and special welcome to you, Mr. Michael Jalbert, the Global CEO of Forbes Global Properties. Indian Chairman Avdesh Goelji, wonderful to see you always. I must also say that apart from all my introduction, I have a lot of brush with realty sector. I'm just going to start with that and end with that as well. Interestingly, I wrote India's first real estate tome, where we covered and I actually interviewed and wrote life and legacy of 100 of the topmost Indian real estate tycoons in a book called Star Realty. In fact, it's right there with Naved out there, this thick book. The book at that point of time was called by the media as the Bible of Indian realty sector. But let me tell you something. Had Jesus come here today, even Jesus would have had to take a bank loan to buy an apartment. That's how between 2012 and now real estate prices have skyrocketed. Here's where I'm going to talk about my second connection with real estate sector. My father, was the first citizen of New Bombay. You won't believe, that's the truth. He was the first citizen of New Bombay. How? He was the chief economist with Citco. Citco is the company that created New Bombay. And as the chief economist of Citco, he had to go and reside out there to give the economic report. So he went there. He stayed that night out there, and trust me, along with him, his wife was there, my mother, and I was there 1 year old, 53 years back. I was the first kid who stayed in New Bombay. Of course, unfortunately, my father gave a very bad report. He said, New Bombay, you can't live in there because entire industrial pollution would settle down out there and the air was unbreathable. Huge racket happened. It was 1,000 crore project then. 50 years back I'm talking about. And huge bribes were offered to him. He refused. He was fired. Imagine 52 years later in India, what are we still fighting for? Clean air. And Forbes Global Property, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand. It has promised to bring the best quality HUI. I went there. I was amazed. They say that it's not going to be inside your home. आप अगर balcony में खड़े रहोगे, if you're standing in the balcony, even then you're going to breathe clean air. And that's the promise of Forbes. They are bringing in the biggest difference for which my father lost his job 50 years back.